We want to begin this half hour with a mom who created a website so she could keep in touch with her friends and family. The mother of four wrote about the joys of motherhood, and soon people everywhere were reading it. But last month, tragedy struck, and now her fans are pitching in to help. Here's NBC's George Lewis.
Stephanie Nielson's blog is called the Nini Dialogues, and it's read by people all over the world, especially by mothers who enjoy her positive take on being a mom.
When I compared my life to hers as a mother, I found many more ideas of how to make my motherhood experience happier and more fun with my child.
Typical of the entries, a photo essay last month on a party Stephanie threw to mark the start of the school year for her two oldest kids. But shortly after that, Stephanie and her husband Christian were in a light plane that crashed in eastern Arizona. A third person on board, flight instructor Doug Kinnaird, was killed, and the Nielsons, badly burned, wound up in a Phoenix hospital.
They are still in critical condition. They have skin graft surgery that is scheduled to be done this week.
When they heard what happened, fans of Stephanie's blog rallied to the cause, holding online auctions and asking for donations to help pay the hospital bills.
We're getting thousands of emails from people who say, I've never met Stephanie, I only have read her blog, I am so inspired by her.
So far, the auctions and donations have raised about $100,000.
In this case, we've formed a whole new community, a community of complete strangers who all care about one thing, in this case one family, who's in need.
An amazing outpouring of human kindness via the internet, inspired by a woman who loves being a mom and blogging about it. For today, George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
And four of Stephanie Nielson's siblings are in Provo, Utah this morning. Courtney Kendrick, Paige Checketts, Christopher Clark, and Lucy Beasley. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Paige, let me start with you, and let's get to the most important information first. How is Stephanie doing? How is Christian doing?
Well, one of the biggest blessings about this experience has been that they were not far from the Maricopa County Hospital in Phoenix, Arizona, and they have one of the best burn units in the nation. So they are doing remarkable things with Stephanie and Christian at this time. Christian, he's been burned about 35% of his body, so he is making forward progress, doing really well. He's still in critical condition. We can't communicate with him yet. We're hoping within a week, maybe, that he'll be able to talk to us. And
how about Stephanie?
On the other hand, she was burned over 83% of her body, so she's in a much more grave situation. However, considering the gravity of it, her body's doing as well as it possibly can, and we're just in for, you know, a long time of recovery.
Christopher, this outpouring of support, these are people who never met your sister or brother-in-law, yet they've read Stephanie's blog. Has this all surprised you, the sheer amount of outpouring you're seeing?
I think so. I think we knew that there were a lot of people reading Stephanie's blog, and that there were a lot of people that enjoyed it. But since the accident, the amount of people that have come forward with love and support and offers of help has just been overwhelming to us. And also, it's been really amazing for us to see this kind of a response from people that we don't even know, so many of them.
But I guess, Christopher, what you're seeing, this great positive wave of emotions, because in so many ways Stephanie was so positive on her blog.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, she never masked the fact that motherhood is very difficult sometimes, and that she had good days and bad days. But what she I think represented for a lot of people was the positive impact of motherhood and what motherhood can be for so many people, and I think that that's what people responded to.
Courtney, you've decided to pick up where your sister left off in terms of her blog. What's the experience been like for you, and what kinds of comments and questions are you getting online?
Oh, I had absolutely no idea that it would turn into this. I just thought it might be a good thing to keep people posted on their family, not only Stephanie and Christian in the burn center, but on their children as well. I get a lot of questions about how they're doing medically. I get a lot of questions about how the kids are doing. Some people even want to know how the family dog is.
Well, let me interrupt for a second, because
mostly,
there are 4 children.
Okay.
Claire is 6, Jane is 5, Oliver's 3, and Nicholas almost 2. So how are they being taken care of, and how are they doing?
I have 3, the oldest 3, and I have a 3-month-old newborn. And so my brave sister Lucy decided to take the baby, and but we spend most of our days together. We always have dinner together. The kids are together quite often, and they are doing remarkably well. Remarkably well. It's a testament to how many people are praying for us, that these children are so happy and hopeful.
Lucy, Courtney just mentioned you have the youngest, Nicholas, and I understand that you've managed to find the silver lining in this, and you view the time you're now spending with Nicholas as somewhat of a gift.
It's a definite, I don't have any children, so it's a definite gift that I'm able to wake up and see him every day and spend my whole day with him. He's such a joy in my life.
Well, you know, again, our thoughts and prayers are with Stephanie and also with Christian, and I think you teach us all a little something about family and positive attitudes, and I want to thank you all for joining us during what I know is a really difficult time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And for more information on this story, you can find out how to help, by the way. You can go to our website at todayshow.com. Let's get a check of the weather now from Al Roker.